Hi everyone, it's Empress Coco here with the reading for the collective. Let's see what's in your energy. What's in the collective's energy? What's in the collective's energy? What's in the collective's energy? An unexpected call. You'll be receiving an unexpected call or conversation. Somebody might need to reveal something to you. You probably were blocked and somebody's gonna unblock you. It's not gonna be a toxic call. It's not gonna be like a conversation that's full of delusion. It might be something that's actually positive. Maybe someone needs closure, okay? But this exchange is going to be protected, okay? And it's needed. It's divine intervention. Someone needs maybe to do this in order for them to pass a test. Maybe someone needs to do this for them to move on, move forward, close the cycle out. So it's going to be needed, but it's not going to be toxic. So don't be defensive when you receive this conversation or call. You're not single anymore, or this person's not single anymore. So you guys are free from each other. So you've moved on, they moved on. But maybe they did ghost you in the past, or maybe you did too, like you ghost them. Maybe things ended coldly, like in a cold way, like abruptly, and just like no contact, cold shoulder type of energy. What's in the collector's energy? Yeah, they didn't take action. So if things ended in a cold way, cold shoulder way, ghosted, disappeared, no talking, no action, there wasn't any action after that either. No one stepped up, no one reached out, no one did anything. So maybe this is a cycle that was left open or something, and it's important that it's closed. Maybe someone made an erratic decision just by taking no action. Okay, maybe someone was harsh when the cutoff happened or the ghosting. What's going on in collective's energy? Maybe while this break was happening, okay, that, and I say break, not necessarily in a relationship way, just a break of like no contact, no talking. Also, my tongue feels a little bit tied. So maybe someone doesn't have the words, or they didn't have the words, and now that they do, they can communicate with you. Before, they just didn't know how to express themselves. They didn't know what words to use, say. They didn't know how to express their feelings at the moment. But this was a time that you both had to go within. So if you did some healing, they did some healing, or you moved on, things changed. It gave someone a time to just reflect, okay? Almost like now they can come to a common ground, right? Like, come to a common ground. Damn, okay, let me start considering this shit. They needed to use that experience of like being ghosted, no communication, no contact, things like that, not understanding their feelings completely. And if they were toxic, now they're not because they did some work. But before, if they were toxic, nothing good was going to come out of like talking to you about anything. Yeah, they didn't care. So that they were going through a toxic period of like in their life. Like, I mean, you guys could have had a toxic relationship, toxic bond. Um, they really were just careless, okay? And they were too lazy to actually do the work. That's how toxic they were. Okay, probably gave narcissistic vibes, things like that, but they neglected their feelings and their means to communicate their emotions, okay? So they really had to go within and, you know, become more wise because they had to realize it didn't get them anywhere. When you just bottle up your feelings and you just, you know what I mean? You just kind of like become cold hearted and you're like, if you're still toxic at the time, there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. So this person probably realized that they aren't getting anywhere with that type of emotions, and maybe they have finally like woken up and said, wow, I was shitty. Wow, I need to right my wrongs so I can move on and, you know, become a new person, become new, whatever. Wisdom Collective's energy, talk to me. You know, they kept contemplating, and I feel like this divine intervention too, like they have no choice, okay? They have to confront themselves. They have to see themselves in the mirror. But what's crazy is that, you know, they probably contemplated and acted like they could just, there's so many ways around this, and there's not. The divine is like, you have to do this in order to pass this test. This is something that you have to do because a cycle open, it becomes repeated and it will have you stuck and stagnant. If you need to level up, you need to move on, you need to move forward, you need to step into a new you, a new phase of life, you cannot do that if you think that there are so many options around what's right, okay? Like against what's right. If you know that you have been a certain way to someone, or you are keeping the cycle open, like you're going back and forth with someone, you were toxic to someone, anything, you know you have to right your wrongs, especially if it's on your conscious. If something comes to your mind like, oh, I did this wrong, I was wrong during this relationship, I wasn't completely right, I wasn't da-da, you need to assess those feelings. You need to right your wrongs because a cycle open is the worst, especially if there's no need for it to be open. There should be no cycles, period, okay? So if you're going through cycles, it's because you haven't learned a lesson. And on top of that, you need to learn that you need to be the bigger person sometimes. That is definitely a lesson within itself, okay? Be the bigger person. You don't always have to feel like, wow, I'm stooping down, or oh wow, I'm being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is key to a lot, okay? To growth, okay? You have to be vulnerable with yourself, the creator. You really need to look in the mirror and even realize that the way you treat somebody else, you wouldn't want to be treated, okay? Even if it means giving somebody the cold shoulder, things like that. Stop making things about yourself and think about the other person and what they may need, even if it's closure. If it's not for yourself, give the other person closure. But you don't have to come at it like that. Oh, I'm giving you closure to that. You don't need to boast, okay? But you don't need to be boastful. Like, you just need to, hey, I'm just doing this, and this is what I'm doing, and that's it. Like, So because maybe so you guys could be free from each other. Maybe this person's finally single. Maybe they had gotten into a relationship too, and it was like this thing where maybe they put it in your face. They maybe like they were bragging or whatever the case was, whatever toxic behavior that they did have, and now they're single. Maybe they got ghosted. Maybe they tried to project onto you. Um, this could be an ex or something, and maybe you both cut each other off harshly, and that kept some type of cycle open. But even if, excuse me, even if it closed or even if it just was in the background, just know that you probably didn't even realize that this energy was still around you, okay? And I feel like right now you are closing up cycles, okay? Whoever I'm talking to, you're closing up cycles, and it's needed so that you can move on and move forward freely, okay? I feel like this person who this energy is and your energy, I feel like they're finally single. So maybe they cut you off, they ghosted you, they were harsh, they weren't speaking to you, they had this toxic like behavior, and they moved on and they were like, oh yeah, I have this and this and this, and I'm doing this. There's a tower probably hit, and because they have the Wheel of Fortune here too, and my thing is that is dependent on your action, your everyday action, right? Whether the wheel turns in your favor, whether it's destiny, success, luck, right? Luck. So it just depends, right? On what type of cycle you're in, your energy, what's surrounding you. This person's finally single. And I feel like now that they're finally single, they are seeing the truth about everything. And they probably feel like, damn, like I have to do this because I did this and I got that, and look where it got me, nowhere. Okay, so it's something about, I feel like this person coming to reveal some things to you, okay, even though they're not on making some toxic shit that they used to be in the past, this is probably going to help you in furthering your abundance, because this is helping close the cycle out, whether it's closure for them, okay? And it might be some type of closure for you because you might have had answers. Not that you might care about them now, but if you had answers, this person really had a lot of work to do, okay? And they still do. So part of their work is righting their wrongs, and they need to actually reflect, they need to self-reflect and look in the mirror and say, oh, well, I was doing this and this is why this didn't work out. Yeah, your shit can't work out because you still have yet to close cycles and you still have yet to be honest with yourself. But them being single, it's a part of the destiny. They have to be. They had to go through another lesson because they didn't learn something. And you're a part of that lesson. Okay, yeah, you're the high priestess here. And I it's crazy because I'm already getting that a little bit. Like you clearly are helping them learn a lesson. Okay, you're teaching them something, and they need to be more wise, okay, and knowledgeable. Damn. Well, it's really early, y'all. It's like 6 in the morning. But they really need to be more knowledgeable about their actions and how they move in their relationship with the creator, because it all reflects itself, okay? Maybe you were a mystery to them before. Maybe they downplayed who you were, your wisdom, your knowledge, your spirituality. You probably tried to put them on game a long time ago that, hey, ain't shit gonna really work out for you, but all power to you. They treated you in a cold way, right? They gave you the cold shoulder. But little did they know that you already knew what was going on, and you knew that they would have to literally pass tests and learn some lessons. But you're definitely a part of this, okay? Your judgment, you're here to help. You're here to help people clearly transform, ascend. Like, they need to learn these things. They probably need to also do a lot of work to get with their true twin flame. And maybe you were you were their twin flame, but you guys turned karmic. So they had to learn a lot, okay? Because if they're going through cycles, it's definitely karmic, right? And in order for them to get to their happiness too, they have a lot of work to do and a lot of reflecting. You're a part of that. Yeah, they need to take responsibility and they have to be accountable for their actions. And the fact that they didn't really do enough, right? They didn't do it enough. They didn't make the moves. They didn't learn. They didn't care to do anything. They were careless. Whatever it is, they have to own up to it. They need to let it go. They need to reveal themselves to you. That's a part of what they have to do. So, transformation. We are in the time of transformation. So everyone needs to pass tests. Everyone needs to be self-reflective, transparent, and honest. Okay. And right now, this might be time where, you know, a lot of you are receiving calls from exes, calls from friends, calls from family, information, people trying to reach out to you, trying to tell you, you know, they're sorry for this, that. You might think even that it, you know, it's a choice though. Some may be doing it in a malicious way. Some might be doing it in with an agenda, but some may actually be honest and real and truthful. Your position and role in this is to go ahead and let them do so, but don't be too defensive about it, but also like don't pretty much give in too much into it. Let whoever do what they need to do to close the cycle. But this shouldn't be a normal habit. Like every day they're trying to like reveal themselves, okay? Because they wouldn't be learning much by doing so. That's even trying to keep a cycle open within itself. Okay. And like there's something about this person needs to end cycles, but there's something about like you really may need to actually permanently cut this person off, whoever it is. Let them close out this cycle. Okay, let them do the work. But you may have to come to an extreme decision to go ahead and cut them off so that you can continue creating, okay? So that you, because it's divine timing for you, okay? But like this is contentment. This is a content time. This is a time for you to have contentment. This is a time for you to enjoy life's pleasures and all that the divine is giving you, because literally this person might try to create some stagnant energy again if it's maliciously done, okay? If they aren't doing this with right intentions on behalf of growth and on behalf of the creator, and you know, like it's just it's trying to continue a cycle, trying to hold on to you in some type of way. And you could have just got a new job, you could have just got a new partner, you could have just got married, you could have just anything, like you could have just leveled up literally right before someone's eyes. And if they're actually like, if they're watching you, then they know this, but they know that it's the right time to get in where they fit in. But your job is to not let them fit in, because they're not meant to. That's the point of divine intervention. It's almost like you're protected. They're shielding your spirit guides, like you are being shielded and protected from this energy. But this energy does have some work to do. So like help, but do not get stuck. Do not get stuck helping. If that's what's important to you, cannot get stuck helping this energy. Figure it out. Like your job is to, oh, okay, bam, one time, done. Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Yeah, things are an illusion. Like there's illusions. This is like a form of illusion that, you know, it could seem like it's something else. Someone could be calling and being extra nice. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Don't fall for it. And what I'm saying this is a part of their doing. They need to complete a cycle. They need to do the work. This is not something for work. You do the work for them. You don't need to further guide them. You don't need to tell them everything that like, oh, like, yes, you need to do, or I felt this way. Emotions don't tag along things, okay? You need to let whatever happened on their court happen, and okay, well, thank you, bye. Hang up, cut. Okay, because what it is that this person had choices, okay, a lot of choices. They have the choice with this call or with this communication to you. Again, it's up to them if they choose the right choice, whether it's, okay, I really need to right my wrongs, I need to grow, I'm more wise now, knowledgeable, I know what I did, self-reflect. Or it could be, let me just do this because this, or I want to benefit this way, let me do this. You know, some people just do shit just so they can not have karma, and that's just not how karma even works. Yeah, they have the choice to heal or not. Like, if this is a part of someone's healing, they really need to, obviously, it's not the complete puzzle. Just calling you and just talking to you and communicating to you is not going to heal anything. They actually need to do the work. Oh shit. Okay. So what I'm getting is too is that this person might still be in their toxic ways. This person, like, just let this person, give this person grace in a way where let this person handle what the fuck they have to handle. But do not give into it. Do not become stagnant in this energy. Stagnant with this energy, because it will pull you down. It will stop you from being able to create. It's divine timing for you, but it's not necessarily divine timing for them, if that makes sense. And they're going to make themselves appear as, oh, like, now they're wise, now they're balanced, now they're like determined to, you know, just level up spiritually. And they might try to talk the same language that you talk, right? They may try to say, oh, well, I know this and I've been doing all this work and I've been doing this. They're lying, okay? They're trying to trick you. And this is what's crazy, because this is going to try to keep a cycle open to you because you're growing and you're moving. They feel your energy, your light. Your light is ascending, like your energy is up here now. You are literally closer to the source, probably more than you've ever been. And they feel that. And they want a piece of the pie. And they're going to try to do this in any type of way. But see, again, if they were very toxic before, they may come off as they're not so toxic. You might think that, wow, I hear a change in your voice. I hear a change about your aura, whatever. But this is where that you need to use discernment, because something's hidden, okay? And it's the trickery, the deception. So you really need to be careful. And this is the time, again, where you have to make an extreme decision to just completely cut off. If this is a part of their healing journey and their closure, let it be just that and cut it off. And then never again. You don't want to keep that cycle open. It's trying to hold you back from where you're going. Yeah, you're close to success. Like, this is the last little step of, let me try to hold you back from reaching your success. your inheritance, your throne, your foundation, your legacy, your empire. You've been very resilient thus far. Do not fall into this trap. Okay? Don't fall into this trap. Yeah, they want you to be stuck, and they want you to be at a crossroads, and in denial about some shit. Maybe, oh well, maybe I have been feeling like we could have been together again, and we could have tried again. Don't do it. The point is to get you stuck. Okay, let's pull some more cards. But you're happy now, okay? But justice isn't completely served. Okay, you're happy, but there's energies still coming at you, trying to stop you from where you're going. So yes, you're happy now. You have reached a level of, you know, everlasting joy. Excuse me, you guys. You have reached a level where there's peace now. But this energy is trying to delay you from that happiness, enjoying your happiness. So you may have been doing the work up to here, right? Well, you know, you're going to continue, but up to here, you've been doing the work. You've been working very hard. Delays are going to try and be thrown at you. Pay attention, okay? Do not let things distract you just because people want to be on some happy time with you. Like, oh, I'm so happy for you, or oh, this, or oh, I want to be cool with you. Oh, I just want to squash the drama. It's all trying to happen because you're getting closer. Okay? And do not fall for it. Do not let it distract you. Do not let it enter your mind space, your heart chakra. Like, don't let it. And I mean, like, don't let it infiltrate you, because, you know, discernment is key. Use your knowledge. Use your wisdom. If you have that first initial thought, like, nah, this ain't really, I don't think this is really real. This bullshit. Go with it, okay? Because it wouldn't be there if it wasn't true. No, you're not crazy. You're not psyching yourself out. Pay attention to what the fuck's in your thoughts, okay? Okay? And I mean your thoughts. That initial, especially if you have the ringing in your ears, especially if you have the chills on your spine and your head, you know, your head. Like, I can't explain it. I get chills that just all down my spine and my head, and I just pay attention. That's all I would say. Pay attention, okay? You can, pay attention, discernment. Know when people are lying. Know when energy is trickery. Know when somebody is not being transparent. Know when somebody's not being honest, okay? Let me go. Because people just want to collab with you. And not even collab. People just want to be beside you and alongside of you while you reach the success, okay? People want to just come with you, and they don't have shit to bring with them. They just want to fucking come with you and act like they're helping you determine where you're going, okay? Help you act like they want to act like they're helping you for real, and they're not. Almost like, you know where you're going. You're about to lead the way. I'm going to follow you in hopes that success just rains on me too. And that's not a real fucking thing, right? That's some eating off what the fuck I'm doing type shit. Why should you eat off what the fuck I'm doing and the hard work I'm doing and what the fuck I'm putting my shit to? People around you about to start crawling like motherfucking critters, rats in your pockets, trying to eat the crumbs that you leave that are left over. Especially right now, because times are getting harder. Child, please, okay? It's time that people start, don't get me wrong, look out for your family, things like that, but also look out for your own first. It comes first, okay? Don't take nobody, especially when you can't take nobody. Because, again, someone else's burdens become your burdens. Someone else's problems become your problems. Someone else's emotions become your emotions. Down to our friends. If you have friends that are always motherfucking depressed and always want to motherfucking, oh, well, this is happening for you. Oh, I'm so glad for you, but this is, please, leave them in the dirt, even if it hurts. Leave them. Okay, and I'm not trying to be funny. You can only help people so much. And if they don't want to do the work on their own, oh, fucking wow. Why would you be boo-hooing? And why would you need to deal with that fucking emotion, that emotional wave, okay? Oh, excuse me. Because regardless, it touches you. Yes, you're here. You're here. You're here to success. Like, you're here at success. Okay? You have probably just entered a level of, like, a higher commitment. Whether you got married, whether you're starting a family, anything. Like, it's even with the creator. You just upped your commitment, okay? You're committed, disciplined, loyal, okay? Loyal to the cause of it all. Family, legacy, inheritance, foundation, it's here. You are about to create, and motherfuckers is going to try to come with you to create and help in any way that they can, okay? In any way that they can, even if it means taken from you, okay? Let's not act like these aren't disguised, okay? And you just need to have the courage and confidence and inner peace to withstand this shit, because if you don't work on your on balance, you just might miss some shit and let some shit in and around you. Okay, there's definitely a dark witch around you. There's someone, but let's back up. Okay, because sometimes when we say dark witch, I know motherfuckers get in a frenzy. Like, oh, what? Dark witch. There's dark energy around you. Someone who wants to take away from you. Okay, because someone here is deceptive. Okay, someone here is going broke. Someone here doesn't tell the truth. Someone here is, the luck is not in their favor. Whatever the fuck's going on for them, they haven't done the work. They haven't done the work. So they're trying to come in and a little bit deceptive, okay? Could be female energy, male energy, doesn't matter. But the point is that they are doing the work, especially with them shadow selves. They are letting their shadow self take over, okay? Which means they have not did the work to be in alignment with their higher self, okay? So they're going broke. They're not being honest with themselves or anyone around them. And the wheel is still not turning in their favor, okay? It's not, but they want to increase their abundance. And that's by your energy. Because why? You are already in an abundant energy. You already have the abundance, okay? Yeah, their addictions are taking control. It could be addiction to money. It could be addictions to fucking lying. It could be addictions just to making themselves seem like they're somebody that they're not. Anything. It's taking over, and they're only doing the work to supply those addictions and attachments. They're not doing the work to become a better person, to right their wrongs. They want something. What do they want? What does this Queen of Wands in reverse want? Oh. They're trying to avoid karma. Consequences. Too bad. Again, justice in reverse is here. Okay. This is due. This is something that's due and they cannot run it. Okay. Karma is here and they have to go through this. Okay. They have to go through not being able to be a part of anything. It's a consequence. Because what they have been doing is completely wrong. It's forbidden. And, basically their ass need to go to spiritual jail. Because whatever they've been doing, they've been taking. They've been a thief. Okay, when I'm saying when you aren't transparent with yourself and the Creator, I'm telling you, everything that you do is inauthentic. And what we all need to do is be ourselves. You cannot be out here not being yourself. Because then what leads you? Your shadow self. We're not saying your shadow self is completely bad, but there's no balance within yourself. So everything about you, your world, everything that you do is imbalanced. You do things to create imbalances on other people, okay, which is what they're trying to do to you, so that you do not what? Enjoy, reap your rewards. Yeah, we're imbalanced. Excuse me, I just said that shit, didn't I? You got left behind. They feel like they got left behind. It's crazy how some people feel like they got left behind, but you were never meant to come. Isn't it crazy how entitled some people feel? You were never meant to come because you didn't do the work and you didn't pass the test and you didn't learn your lessons. You need to find somewhere else to go. And that's what's going to be revealed to you as well. That someone had to find somewhere else to go. They weren't trying to help carry, not even carry the burdens. They just weren't trying to help. Sorry, excuse me, y'all. They just weren't trying to help. People think that they be trying to help, but they're not trying to help. They need balance. They need to let go. They need to let go. Okay, they need to be free. Okay. Because when you're almost to the finish line, you got to keep going no matter how tired you get, no matter how hard and heavy things get. Some people crash under pressure, right? Some people crash under pressure. Somebody's really tired of working harder, but, they gave up. They didn't have the ambition. They didn't have the love. The love didn't drive them. Whatever the case was, they need to take a different route, and that's what is being revealed to you. That they need to take a different route to get to what they want. They can't use you. You are not a person that was able to be used. You literally, I can say, like, you're so close to the Creator, star seed. You're chosen. Why would you think that why would they think that they could use your energy to get what they want and need? And it was not in alignment with what the Creator, what the Creator is about, what the true desire of the reflection of the Creator of the world, of what it's supposed to be. Love, humanity, peace, unity. They wanted something. Again, they're broke. They're going broke. They want money. That's why even Eight of Pentacles in reverse here. You weren't trying to work hard with shit. That's why illusions were here, and it was hidden. It was secrets, and things became there was always this uncertain energy around, and that's what had to be revealed. So what matters the most is that you need to protect yourself. You need to ground yourself. And you need to make sure that you stand your grounds, create boundaries, and really stand on what the fuck you're doing, because this energy cannot infiltrate what you're doing. Your wishes are being fulfilled. And it's hurting someone's ego, making someone aggressive, and someone has to face these towers. That's this other energy here, this Queen of Wands in reverse. This person who has it out for you. Because why? They couldn't come with you. All right? You have new love here. They need to find new love. They need to awaken, but something about they need to up their spirituality, their spiritual they need to acquire more wisdom and knowledge. Let's not say spirituality. Let's just say they need to acquire more wisdom and knowledge, and they need to awaken, because their intuition is off. Okay, So they have the power to be intuitive, but they literally ignore all of this, and they use everything for bad, right? To gain, being deceptive, okay? Things are crashing down, things are changing. Has to, because they have to learn a lot of lessons that they try to avoid. They can't avoid self-reflection. They can't do it. They might just see growth if they do the work though, right? But you're doing the work. It's time for you to reap some rewards. As you reap the rewards, and if they do the work, it should put it into this chaos, this fighting, conflict, ego. But it may not, it may not just be that, because it's something about they just aren't wise enough. They just aren't knowledgeable enough. They're not intuitive enough. They have to wait for their rewards. They have to go broke. And, you know, they even think that whoever they be choosing, the partner, whatever, that they're people who are full of money, they're broke. They're not happy. They don't have really anything to offer. And it's just true. And they're going to keep going through these cycles because they have to learn something. Not learning. Going to be in their head about how someone here is the actual emperor, but they just swore up and down they just don't want to see the truth. They don't, no matter what they do, they're going to be imprisoned in their mind, but they choose not to be because they don't want to admit that the somebody here is the emperor and they did wrong against this emperor energy, which is you, right? They don't want to, they're broke. That's all I keep saying. They're broke. They're not, there's no fertile energy around them. The decisions that they make, they think that they're going to come up every time, but there's no fertile energy around them at all. Abundance is not due for them. And that's also, and they keep going backwards to the past, thinking that there's going to be a different outcome, but they're going to keep getting their heart broken. Because you messing with the emperor and the empress. So you could be with their emperor and empress, whoever you are, right? This can be a very powerful dynamic. That's why Ten of Pentacles was here. Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. That's why this was here. This was here. Okay, so you guys are crossing towers around people around you. You both are maybe a part of Judgment. You help people transform, ascend. You help clear karmic debts and karmic cycles and things like that. But what you do is that you help people maybe have to go within. You have to self-reflect. They have to go through judgment. They have to face themselves, okay? You bring down justice, okay? Because what you're doing is you're doing the work on the behalf of the Creator, okay? You guys could be even light workers where you have to spread the word, right? Whether it's physically, verbally, doesn't matter. You have to help spread the word. That you have, like, you are doing work on the behalf of the Creator. That's your purpose, okay? You and your person's purpose. You have to, you not that you have to be, but you definitely are given, like, you're in a relationship right now, and you know, you guys got to disregard this. The towers that everybody is facing, you have to disregard it and ignore it. Leave people behind. You have to leave these people behind. You can't help these people. You can't take them where they're going. You can't help them grow. You can only just be nice. And the more nice you are, the more balanced you are, the more, you know, cutthroat in a way where you're not letting this energy touch you and yours. Done. A part of their tower is they will not be able to create any sources of income at all. They will not be able to thrive and grow when it comes to money. They were greedy. They were so greedy. You both been through some type of heartbreak and pain that it has allowed you guys to grow, allowed you guys to become very passionate and determined about love, humanity, unity. Your relationship with the Creator, it has grown. You're tired of the ups and downs no more. No more of it. There's no more emotional roller coaster rides. You two are completely in love and happy and are starting an empire legacy. Inheritance is here. You guys are due for all that it is, but you cannot let these energies infiltrate you, whether it's family, friends, baby to mama, baby daddy. Both of you have energy around you. I'm seeing, even if it's one person, it's reflecting on both of you because you both are clearly twin flames, and it's mirroring. Okay, it's mirroring. You guys are mirroring each other. So this right here is something that you both have to combat. Okay, you both need to put the word out and spread the word in several ways. Help with transformations, help with changes, transitions, releasing things, help people balance. Yes, you guys are twin flames, spiritual love, balance. You have to bring on transformations. You have to help end karmic cycles, okay, and get rid of this the stagnant energy. And I've been saying for a while now, the divine, the Creator, is ending false relationships, karmic relationships, and putting together divine unions so that the humanity in the world can be restored on behalf of the Creator. That's it. This was your reading. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.